Hello everyone, I'm Silverraptor and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon deck creation video, where after the last video of the Israeli Airborne deck, we are going to another deck that's suggested by one of you viewers, and that is going to be a North Korean armored deck, which is basically going to just transcribe to a spam deck because North Korea doesn't really have the best of armor, maybe a few T-90s, but that's about it. They're kind of the only nation that goes from medium tank and then jumps to super heavy in one go with no medium heavies in between for them to rely on, which is an interesting combination. We don't really have, I don't think, a direct North Korean deck. No, we do not, but we are going to be creating a North Korean armor deck. I do hope we have enough points. So we're going to have we're going to name this N Korea 2nd Armored Division. Okay, Red 4, North Korea, and we're going to have an armored deck, and let's go. Okay, interesting, they can actually get a tank CV. This is actually fairly good. It's got medium optics, which is actually better than most tanks. Doesn't have the best range, but it's got 3 HE power, so this tank can kind of defend itself. It's basically a little bit immune to artillery. So we are going to get one card of that. We could get the YW706, but in the meantime, let's just get a fob. Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. We're gonna get a fob. We're gonna cargo trucks. We're gonna get lots of cargo trucks. Okay. Moving on to infantry. Now, these vehicles are pretty damn good in the normal deck as well. In fact, I got these back when the missiles were only 30% accuracy, because since you get about 22 of these in a card, you usually bring these guys in packs of 3 or 4, because these are Boshang-Sus who are ordinarily trained. With 30% accuracy, even with all those missiles, and they fire so fast, if a plane flew over, each one of these would be able to fire 1 missile each. 8 30% accuracy missiles could usually shoot down a plane. Basically, it was a cloud of missiles when using this. But with this deck, we definitely are going to need these guys. So we're going to get 2 cards of trained, because we need these alongside our regular troops. The rest of the ATGMs, not overly very good. Koshin's not the best. The Susang Po's are not good enough to penetrate most of the armor that we're going to be encountering. The Groms. Basically, North Korea has the problem of penetrating armor. They don't have any good way of doing so. We might need to get some napalm infantry due to the fact that we are only stuck with regular trained troops, not without the veterancy, and a little bit of outdated equipment. We are going to need to get 1 stack of Iglas. Let's see the pros and cons between the BTR-50 PK and the ZSD. Okay, alright, so it's a more accurate gun. But it's slower, has more armor, less autonomy. I think we want the more autonomy variant. We're going to get 11 Iglas. Best of the equipment that they got. And yeah, I think we are going to get 1 card of Gong Byongs. We're going to get those trained. Is there anything else we need? We don't really need anything else. So we are actually... Oh no, we've used up all that. Okay. Then we are going to... wait, is this the same gun as the... Haswang? Yeah, okay. Yep, we're going to get those because that gun does chew up enemy infantry quite well. Iglas at the end. Gombyongs over here. We've got a ton of infantry. Not any good infantry, but ton of infantry to spam and fill up towns and such, which is going to be one of the biggest problems with the tank deck. Support tab. We are definitely... Ooh, we got actually pretty good AA here. We've got some Pongay 3s. And we've got some Iglas. Double twofer for shooting at aircraft. We'll get those. And we are going to need artillery because North Korea is known for lots and lots of artillery. We've got water dispersion. These are for 20 points more. You're not getting much of a benefit. You get a more concentrated dispersion, but the dispersion is still pretty wide. What about this? This is really wide dispersion for 50 points. Coxswains, 4 rounds. I think we'll actually get some Coxswains. Ooh. Okay. We are going to get Spags. We need those Spags. This is basically the only radar AA we have. We're actually going to have to turn off these Spags fairly often, but I think we can do with that. We need to cut down on the Iglas as well. Oh wait, no, we do need Iglas because they can fire on the move with those Iglas, moving with tanks together, more accurate than the Pongay 3. And some 120 millimeter. Ooh, 5 HE power. We're going to get that. Okay, so we got the mortars. I almost want to say this is too much AA, but given that we're playing an armored deck and armor is very, very hard time against having oh no, wait, we have a lot of AA with our infantry. That's right. Okay. Comes between the Pongay 3 and the Iglas. I think Iglas are better. So we're actually going to get rid of the Pongay 3. And now we need to have our peppering artillery. That dispersion really is all that we are missing. Doesn't get any extra HE power value. If this was a 7, I'd get it in a heartbeat for this price. 6 per card. We want 4 or 6. 4 with that. That should be alright. So we'll get that. We'll put the bags at the end. Put the Iglas here. Oh, mortars. Sorry. There we are. Okay. Coxswains, Super, Sniper, Tokchon, 130 millimeters. We've got the 5 HE power mortars. We've got the Spags. We got the Iglas. That should do. Alright, now we're getting to the meat of this deck, the tanks. We're going to get 3 veteran T90Ss. I'm actually glad they got 3. We're going to need those. Basically, very good tank, but the Soviets are better if you compare them side by side. Just saying. Let's see. The next most expensive tank we have is a Chomo Ho5, and actually this is not bad. This is actually a medium heavy. Barely, but it's a medium heavy. Oh no. No, wait, yeah, medium heavy. I would classify it under the K1 and the M1A1 as a medium heavy tank. Just barely with the front armor, but it's got a fairly nice gun. Alright, we'll get these. We need to have... We're going to do the quantity, which is a quality of its own, instead of the pure quality that other nations get to have. Chomo Ho5s, they've got Strellas. These Strellas are never, ever, 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 ever going to hit a helicopter. Unless that player is very, very bad. 2100 meters, no. And 3 HE. They're not even going to kill. They're not even going to kill those 4 HE Huey, 4 H hit point Huey helicopters in one hit. That's how bad these missiles are. But the gun is nice. So we're going to get these because the gun is nice. Actually, we're going to compare T-72M. The T-72, okay. The T-72M has greater HE power. The problem is, it's got about 175 meter range less than the Chomo Ho5s. And 3 HE is still pretty darn good. It is faster. It's got more autonomy. Actually, I don't need to be picky. We need to just grab tanks. Jesus. Yeah, I'm going to elite this. I'm going to elite this. Chomo Ho5s. No, we're getting into the super cheap section. We're getting to the spam part. Type 59. Oh, this is so difficult. Oh. Whoever requested this, you better appreciate the pain that I'm putting myself through to entertain you. Okay, let's compare these two. They're the same price. I want to see which one I'll be getting. Okay, the Chomo Ho5 is better at everything. Literally everything. Range, accuracy, damage. Not rounds per minute. Armor is better, except for the top armor, but we can live with that. And it's even got better optics. Poor is better than bad. I kid you not. Poor is better than bad. So we are going to get the Chomo Ho5s. We'll be getting to do the spam. I'm going to come back to this, finish up the spam once we spend all of our points. Oh wait, they're only 1 point each. Okay, we're going to finish this. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, we are going to get these. We're going to get these because it's got an ATGM missile and not bad. 3 HE power gun. These are good. We're going to get 44 of them. Oh my god. T-62Ds. No, 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 no. T-34s. 3 HE power? I did not notice that. Okay. 68 T-34s. And all of our tanks are actually in the order we want them. T-90s, Chomo Ho's, T-72s, and Chomo Ho5s. Okay. That is the best of our tanks. And then spam, 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 spam. Gonna get a lot of spam. Gotta clean out my email with all that spam filling it up. Recon tab. MI2s. At least we get 8 of them. At least we get 8 of them. I don't feel bad bringing 4 HE because we can get 8 of them. T-55s. Good optics. Hang on. Okay. Which one of you is better? The T-55 has more armor, but not enough to make a difference. The Type 63 is smaller, so it's harder to hit, even though it has worse armor. It's got good optics, it's faster, it's amphibious, it's got a more accurate gun. It's a Type 63, it's going to be our recon of choice. We're going to get hardened because we can bring in 11 of them. Oh god, the spam is hurting my soul. TO-55s. Napalm. Susong Po, those AP is not enough to make them worth taking. The SU-76M, 15 rounds per minute, but the AP can't kill on the first shot. Su-100. We could spam it alongside our T-34s. The ATS-103. Pretty fast rate of fire. We're going to get 1 card of those hardened. And we're going to get, yeah. Get those. Do not ever get these DSUs. They're not very good at all. The range is lacking. The accuracy is fairly bad. And basically, my advice to you is with this, whenever I've used this, they just basically do a burst. Basically, a bunch of shells are burst against a helicopter. And then they stop. And that burst is just enough to be almost, but not quite kill any helicopter ever, including the 4HE helicopters. And the reload time takes forever. So it basically tells the helicopter, I don't like you, get out of my territory, and the helicopter will be able to fly away and say, okay, that's his territory. We're just going to need to bring anything else to kill this entirely, but we'll be back. Helicopters. Mi-25s. They're the best helicopters we have. They're 5 points more than if we just bring in a infantry variant like the Spetsnaz, and they're not elite trained, but these are the best helicopters we get. I would only normally get these helicopters with the infantry because they are elite, and those Fletcher missiles can actually be pretty good at taking out APCs or light tanks. But like I said, we're forced to bring this in. The gunships. We are definitely going to be bringing in gunships with a little bit more spam. We could get frag grenades, but let's get the aircraft done. I think we need 2 B5s. Like literally, it's the best part about North Korea. Let's use it to our advantage. Cluster 6, no. They don't have the best anti-airplanes. These are anti-tank planes as well. MiG-23ML, nope. Okay, we're going to get 3 elite MiG-29s. They don't have the best missiles. And these are close-range missiles. All of these are close-range missiles. So the 7,000 meter range, they are going to get the shot off first, but these things can be deadly if they can get close. Su-25. I would feel like we need an anti-tank. Let's compare these to... Oh, that's why the Su-25 is king, because that's only a 30% accuracy missile with the MiG-21. Okay. So we need to get rid of something, I feel, because we have a number of AP power, but not a very good rapid response AP. To take that out. So we need to free up our points. We need to free up 3 points. 3 points from somewhere. We'll do it from our vehicles. And we will get 28 of these. That will give us enough activation points that we can get the Su-25, which is basically our only real heavy tank killer. A dedicated anti-tank killer. I mean, our T-90s might have a shot at taking out tanks. Chomo Ho, if they can get a nice side shot, but these are going to be our dedicated anti-tank, which is not saying much. But this is going to be a spam deck entirely. I hope you're happy. Whoever recommended this. We can't even take our normal ship doctrine because we don't really have the aircraft or any way to support them. So we are going to modify this a bit. It's going to be all dedicated at anti-air. Wait a minute. We are forced to do this. Where is it? Aircraft. I remember this, not the Fabeo. Here it is. Yes, we actually have good missiles. The Su-27K, this will be our emergency air superiority fighter if we're on a ship map. Only if we're on the ship map. Okay. Helicopters. Here they are. We need these Super Pumas. Super Pumas are king of keeping the enemy away. But not logistics. Supply ship. Supply. Munas. Throw in the Munas. And we just need to keep ships away from our coastline. So let's look at the artillery anti-ship. Now, I've been looking at this for a while. Let's see which ones are king. Alright, so let's see. Here we've got the Redut. The Redut only has 1 missile, super powerful missile. We can get 6 of them. That's the key point here, but we do need to get the ball. It's got 8 anti-ship missiles. Not the furthest range, but 8 85% accuracy anti-ship missiles. If we could bring in 2 of those, we can unload a payload, and we can overwhelm the close-in weapons system. The Rubiza. No. If we are going to get only 2 missiles per card, we can get 8 of those, but let's get 6 reduts. This Muna is basically to resupply anything that can get close to the sea, or if we want to do a supporting role and buff up our allied ships. We also want to be able to keep these Super Pumas well supplied in case we need them. So, yeah, that'll be our ship tab. Basically, don't come to this coastline. We mean it. We're definitely afraid of you. And then of course we've got our SU-27K as don't worry guys, I will totally help you out. Kind of plane. Trust me, I belong here. Okay, I had a lot of fun. Let's put it on the only good thing about this armored deck. But yeah, this is our North Korean armored deck. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this deck creation process, and list any other decks that you want me to make. As long as I can get full activation points, I will most likely make it, as you can tell by this deck. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.